Welcome back to Tokyo Dark. In the last episode, we got to see what happened 6 months prior when we first met Reina, the red-haired crazy lady. Red-haired crazy girl dressed in gothic Lolita style. Maybe she's not so crazy, and it's actually something to do with, I don't know, demons, possession. I don't know yet. Hopefully we'll find this out together as we get through this game. So yeah, in the last one we became possessed by something or other. I'm guessing it has to do with that cursed mask. And shot her. Which is completely the wrong thing to do during the middle of negotiation tactics. You're not supposed to shoot the person. I mean, it almost looked like he was, Kazuki here, Tanaka. He was doing a good job of negotiating and whatnot. You know, trying to talk down the situation. Seemed like things were progressing. I mean, of course, the one chick was kind of still, she's unhinged, to say the least. But until, you know, our Ayami Ito just shot Reina. Anyways, so I'm guessing that we were unconscious for a time. We're in the fucking hospital now. All right, let's continue with this one. Ayami, can you hear me? Nurse, she's awake. Listen to me, Ayami. You're going to be fine. You collapsed after the gunshot, huh? Gun? What are you talking about? Oh no, the girl. What did I do? Hey, don't move. You need to rest. What did I do? Ayami, calm down, nurse. If you could just hold her still for a moment. Everything's going to be fine. Nurse is going to give you something to make you help you sleep. Tanaka, where am I? I don't remember coming here. It's alright, Ayami. We're in the hospital. I'm here for you. Now, I know how you always like getting ahead of me, but please listen to me until the end, okay? A few days ago, there was a hostage situation in Kamakura. It ended badly. You shot that girl. Then, well, the doctors are saying you had some kind of mental breakdown. Sure. Ah, you're right. Good. How are you feeling today, Miss Ito? You seem much calmer now. Yeah, I guess I was a bit confused after blacking out. Oh yes, according to the studies I read, that's quite common for people who have experienced that kind of trauma you did. Tell me, did you feel the following symptoms? Please answer yes or no only. Shortness of breath. Did she? I don't seem to remember her saying that she did. Well, maybe. I should ask what happened to Mai. Yeah, that's exactly that would be one of the questions I'd have too. Wait, hold on. What happened to Mai, that girl at the shrine? Is she okay? Just yes or no answers, please. Nausea. Where's the mask? I don't know if I want to answer those questions. No. No, I feel fine. Blurred vision. Am I supposed to say? Is this supposed to be what she's feeling now? Can I go back to see like past log? See, most visual novel games, if you're playing them, you can scroll back through the text log to see what was last said. Can't really seem to do that. Unless I'm missing a button to do that somewhere. Can't even bring up the... Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm gonna say sure. Can't seem to focus properly. Fatigue. It can be neurosis +1. So is it depending on what answers you get here? Fatigue. Well, fuck, you've been asleep for a couple of days. You're gonna feel fucking worn out. You're gonna feel fucking weird. It's not gonna be a good feeling. You're getting a mild antipsychotic in light of your recent episode. So to make sure you're mentally physically fit for duty. You understand? Sure. Let me explain your medicine to you. Conducted a series of tests since the incident in Kamakura. Found no evidence of history of neurological damage, schizophrenia, or bipolar disorder. Oh, no. I'm pretty sure they would actually classify a demonic possession probably as one of those things. You know, if that actually was what happened. I'm writing the episode of a stress-induced breakdown. For your safety and the safety of others, however, we strongly recommend you take these pills daily for a period of several months. Take a look at your chart. Ito to help you keep track of the well-being of your... Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I just get... Take a look at your chart, Miss Ito, to help keep track of the well-being of workers in the public sector. We developed the spin system to monitor various aspects of your well-being. Right, so they're gonna actually explain this stuff? Cool, do it. Explain it. Spin stands for sanity, professionalism, investigating neurosis. I kind of already figured that much out myself, thank you. Be monitoring your spin injuries closely and doing checkups, and I suggest you do the same. Sanity's minus 58, yeah, that's... But assuming I wasn't seeing what just happened, that makes sense. Investigation's 34. Professionalism is at 8 now. Neurosis is at minus 9. Other recent events, let's first consider your sanity, your ability to accurately perceive the world around you. Without taking your daily medication and given your condition incidents, like your recent experience are more likely to occur again. For now, I strongly suggest you take your medication. Since you're forced to do today, please take it now. Swallow or refuse. You can actually barely read what the drug actually is. Thiopropazurine? I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with. Would need to Google, but then again, they could actually probably just make that up for the sake of the game. Probably not, but maybe. Should we take the pill or not? I'm going to say yes, but it's probably more to placate these guys, because I'm certain that this isn't actually... I am going to play this game under the assumption that there's more to it than just mental illness. I mean, it could very well be, but I don't see what... I mean, based upon the information that I gathered, I mean, they said, oh, it's probably stress-related, but what was stressful about that, about everything? What was stressful? I mean, yeah, okay, obviously being in that particular situation where she seriously got a weird fucking mask and really weird feeling of dread, that doesn't really necessarily mean a mental issue. I mean that's kind of typical normal when you get a cursed object or something, I would assume. But and besides from that, I mean, besides from just that particular incident with that case, which I guess, yeah, that is a stressful situation, obviously. But besides from just that situation, was anything leading up to that stressful? As far as I know, not really. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm going, like I said, I'm gonna go under the assumption that there's more to it than just mental illness. I might be wrong, but I'm gonna go under the assumption that there's more than mental illness. But for the sake of trying to play things right, quote unquote, sanity plus 10, but investigation minus 10. Ouch. As you might notice, there's some side effects. Yeah. The taking antipsychotic medication will decrease the chance for any future psychotic episodes. They may make you a bit drowsy and unfocused. Okay. Good to know. As ever, this may costly lower your investigative abilities and your aptitude for seeing the details of the case. Although your partner mentioned you may have experienced hallucinations at the time of your breakdown, so taking medication is imperative for keeping your mind clear of these visions, quote unquote. I should remember that for whatever reason you're unable to take your medication and your sanity, as measured by spin, gets very low, you may suffer from a psychotic breakdown. And as I'm sure I needn't tell you, for someone in your position, that would cause both the department and your family a considerable amount of embarrassment. So please remember to take your medication. Remember to avoid missed doses and form a routine. You recommend to keep your pills in a familiar place, like your apartment, to take them every time you come home. Just be careful with your neurotic actions. Endlessly talking to people, pacing back and forth, traveling around meaninglessly, and the like. Studies show that neurosis can act as a multiplier that exponentially speeds up patients' loss of sanity, which, given your current condition, would be dangerous. Okay. So what they're saying is that if you talk to the same person over and over and over again, getting the same stuff, or walk back and forth aimlessly and try to repeat stuff, I get it. Okay, so I'm not trying not to. In other words, get good. Get good at the game. We found patients become less neurotic by taking time out to take care of themselves. Satisfaction says when you have a pet, perhaps spending some time with the animal, relaxing, getting a good night's sleep, and help lower the levels of neurosis we see on your chart. Okay, so like playing with the cat. Gotcha. Stress-relieving actions will have negative side effects in relation to your medication. Will have no negative side effects. Okay. Only up to your superiors discuss your professionalism with you, but it has a measured effect on your spin charge. Do you understand the importance of sin, or do you want me to explain it to you again? I think I got it. It's really going to be a balancing act. Ezzy, thank God you came. I need to get out of here. They got me taking enough sedatives to knock out a damn elephant. Did I tell you when they'll let me out yet? I missed you. Besides, I'm going nuts laying here all day. Funny you should say that, Ayami. I think the going crazy thing is what they're really worried about, too. That's not funny. Sorry, but in life, you can either laugh or you can cry. And if you ask me, it's better to laugh. It shouldn't be much longer now. The doctor says he wants to observe you a little longer is all. How are you feeling? Better, but I don't remember what happened with me. I don't remember what happened very well. The whole thing is kind of hazy. I remember I was feeling strange, like there was someone else there with me in that mask. I'll stop you there, Ayami. I've heard enough about that thing. It was all over the report, and Yukimura gave me hell of a lecture about even leaving mention of it in there. Where is it now? That's not important. You made a mistake. No, that's not fair. Given the situation, I don't blame you. Even on the report, you can barely even call it a mistake. Highly unstable suspect had a knife to a girl's throat, and you took a shot. No matter what other people say, I'm standing by you both now and at the hearing. I don't know what you saw, but I know you had a reason for what you did. People in HQ are already starting to take your side, but please, no more talk about that mask. It'll only hurt your case and keep you in this hospital longer. Trust me, nobody wants that. Least of all me. Not to mention, Yukimura's had a hell of a time stopping the brass from suspending you, so help him out a little. Whatever you think you saw that day wasn't supernatural. Besides, thinking about it isn't going to help you get better, so no more about it, okay? You're right, I'm confusing a situation. I guess my mind is grasping at straws trying to come to terms with it. Okay, I think I need a break from all this. From being a cop, I didn't sign up to kill people. I know, I'll talk about it later. For now, you should get some more rest. Nothing to worry about, though. Everything's going to be okay. Yeah, until 6 months later when you get killed. Rip! And we're back in the sewers. Looks like we jumped ahead 6 months again. Or is this just like a cutscene or something? He was wearing the mask? Where'd he get it? Where'd he get the mask from? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Take pill. That's probably a good idea. The pills that the doctor gave me are right on the table where Kazuki left them. Calling him to piss me about my health even when he's gone. Hate these pills, but I'll keep taking them for your sake. Sandy plus 10, investigation minus 10. That's a tough fucking hit to take. Go to bed. TV's off the channel. Come on, turn the TV off or something. Fuck. Cat's asleep. I'm gonna wake up the cat. The other one. Look at you sleeping there. Not a care in the world. At least you're alright. I know of both you and Kazuki. No, I can't think like that. There's more to all this. Too many unanswered questions. I'll get to the bottom of it. Manage to salvage a normal life out of this somehow. Don't worry, little one. Look at laptop. What do we got? A violent incident in the sewer below the streets of Shinjuku in the late hours last night has resulted in the death of a detective and an apparent rescue gone wrong. The body of Detective Kazuki Tanaka, 29, was recovered last night after a nearly week-long search when he went missing off the streets of Kasumigaseki. The mysterious incident has left the police scrambling for answers and a suspect as the investigation continues into its second day. The detective who arrived first on the scene, Ayami Ito, has declined to make any comment to the press, but her superiors say that after following a lead, she was led into the sewers where she made contact with a lone female suspect. At the time, sources say the female suspect panicked and the incident ended violently before she could be apprehended. There are many unanswered questions, however. It appears that beside the lone detective, there were no other police on the scene, calling into question how the case was handled. There's also a question of the missing suspect and why, after Detective Tanaka was killed, the suspect was not able to be restrained. This case comes in midst of an increasing scrutiny on the police, in particular to the violent crime section, as other incidents of police neglect or questionable investigative practices have been made public. Several experts have gone on record saying that Tokyo's police are not equipped to handle the recent wave of crime. The police have promised to release the results of their internal investigation as soon as possible. Superintendent Yukimura, who is in charge of both Detective Tanaka and Ito, has urged his department and the public lawyers to hold judgment until all the facts are in. I've heard a lot of rumors surrounding this case, but we're barely a few hours into understanding what happened down there. I think it's too early to jump to conclusions. An article from 2 weeks ago. Everything in it is laid out so neat and factual, it makes it seem so simple. It's like all that happened to someone else, like the Ito on the page is a different person from some other world, yet it's not. That's what happened to me, or so they say. This article barely mentions the girl, the bloody bag, or the red paint. How can they write like that? How can they write that like it's true? Press will try to simplify any story to sell papers, like Kazuki always said. Other things about that night don't add up either. After backup finally did arrive, they couldn't find any trace of the girl. Fingerprints of the red paint were inconclusive, and the knife at the scene was clean too. Wait. She was holding the knife with her bare hands against his throat, but there's no fingerprints on the knife? Now, I'm not saying that there's a ghost or a demon involved, but I mean, I mean, what? Like that doesn't seem that's a red flag. It's a red flag. I mean, what are they gonna assume, that you killed him down there in the sewer and that you've slowly been going crazy all this time? I mean, what else? Whatever. This doesn't bode well. That's what they told me, but there's no way that can be true. What really happened down there? I mean, it's a good question. Yeah, take another pill. I just did. I took another one. Sorry. One at a time. Okay, so long story short, when you read the article, it says that it happened a night previous, but she said that it was 2 weeks. So it's actually been 2 weeks since Tanaka was killed. I'm avoiding spending too much time in this room lately. Memories of that night always come flooding back whenever I do. Sometimes I think I can hear his voice just beyond the door, and then when I open it, I'll see him there. Finding these last few weeks to just be a bad dream, but it's no dream. He's gone. I don't know what hurts more, the fact that he's gone or the way it happened. Taken by a girl who shouldn't exist. Reina, that was her name. I remembered a few days after the sewer, but kept her to myself. And at the debrief, they had me talk to a station psychiatrist, and one look from her was enough to figure out what everyone else must be thinking. Police reports press, no one's mentioning the girl. But I saw what I saw. If she came back, then maybe... If I could only get some time to collect my thoughts and investigate the scene myself, I'm sure I could find something to prove she was there. I doubt they'll let me anywhere near it, though, at least for now. One way or another, I'll find the truth. They are probably going to pin it on her. What time is it? And why is the door ringing? Take pill. Take pill. Why is it still an option? OD on the pills. I mean, you just keep taking them until you fall asleep, because apparently they make you drowsy and lose focus. Just keep taking them, overdose. An option. The sanity would go all the way up full bore though. Answer door. Hey, I brought you some dinner. Thanks, Yumi. You didn't have to do that. You need to eat something, neighbor. You can't just sit around all day, right? I know that. It's alright. You don't have to thank me. I'm no good with this stuff. But Ayami, I'm really sorry about Kazuki. I mean, I know that he meant a lot to you, and I didn't know him very well, but... Stop. Just stop. You don't... I'm sorry, Yumi. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry I snapped at you. I guess it's all been a bit much. Oh, earthquake? That's a big one, huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I know we're not best friends or anything, I'm just worried is all. Sorry, Amy, that's my phone. Work again? It's like they know when we're talking. Yeah, maybe. I'll have to take this, and Amy, thanks for the food. Anytime. Kaito here. I know, sorry I didn't call sooner. I need you to come into the station as soon as you can. What's this about? Be easier if we talk to a person. See you soon. Let's see. They're suspending her. They're putting under arrest for murdering boyfriend / partner. What? That's that. No, the big breakthrough in the case. Yeah. You get a talking to? Look. Enter elevator. All the CCTV cameras in the station can be viewed here. Saki stays up to date on all the office drama by having an unrestricted view of the whole building. This must be Saki. I've worked with Saki Ishibashi for years now. She hasn't changed a bit. Her hard work and pleasant smile are only matched by her love of gossip. Oh, great. Oh, hey, Aito. I didn't think I'd see you back so soon. Well, ready or not, I'm here. About what happened. It's alright, Saki. You don't need to say anything. It's just so awful. I know you two were close. I mean, I heard... Yeah, we were... Seriously, you can leave it alone. I'm fine. If you say so. I'm glad you're being so positive. No matter what people say, I know you cared about him and everything you could to save. Did everything you could to save him. Thanks, Taki. Wait, what exactly are people saying? I guess it's only fair to give you a heads up since we're friends. They've been saying some rumors about what happened to Tanaka. Rumors? What kind of rumors? Well, that's, maybe I shouldn't want to upset you out with it. But we both know you can't keep something like that to yourself for long, so you might as well tell me now. Fine, but you didn't hear it from me, okay? On account of all the bad press surrounding Tanaka, the higher-ups are looking for someone to pin this all on. Someone close to the case, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I think I understand just fine. Officer Bando told me earlier that Tyra? I'm gonna go with Tyra. Was boasting about some promotion, and then I saw some movers going into your office on the CCTV earlier. It doesn't look good at all. Tyra? That guy needs a swift punch to the back of the head sooner than he needs a promotion. And movers in my office? This is too much. See, I told you to be upset. It's not all definite, though. All I know for sure is that it's what I've seen on the monitors and what Bando's told me. Hold on one sec. Who's Officer Bando? That's not some alias you came up with, is it? I only tried that with you one time, and you figured it out right away. Bando transferred in from Osaka a few weeks ago. And he's a total sweetheart. Sometimes he comes and talks to me at the front desk when he's free. Huh. Did he say anything else about Tyra's mysterious promotion? Not that I remember. All I know is he's been on the 4th floor doing some legwork for the detectives lately, and I overheard it. If I run by my office, I'll see this Officer Bando and ask him myself. Hey, that reminds me. If you see him, could you give him this? What? What is it? It looks like a letter to me. What is it? I don't like the frog drawing. Standard police procedure. I don't think the frog drawing is standard police procedure. Do you like it? It's cute, right? See, I'm trusting you with this because it's more of a private thing. You go to him though, right? I guess if I run into him? Sorry, I'm too busy. Sure. It's like I'm dying to go back to high school. Yeah, I was gonna say, is it passing love notes now or something? I'll give it to him, but you owe me one. Professionalism -5. Oh, great. I wonder if that'll pay off in some other way. Probably should have said no. I wonder if it'll pay off in some other way, though. She owes me a favor now. That may come in handy. Alright, what's this? 371 B 1. Look. The reception level. Saki's probably sitting there now watching all this. Okay. So that's the floor we were just on, number 1. 1B. Evidence storage and forensics in the basement. 4. Investigation unit offices. Tanaka and I have offices on this floor. Okay. 7. Yakamura's office right at the top. Now, of course, the boss would get top floor, right? Let me guess. You're fired! No. But they don't do that to police. You get suspended or you get discharged or whatever. Sorry to call you in like this, Ito. I know we promised you some time off after this whole rotten situation. I meant to talk to you earlier, but with everything going on, well, you know how it is. It's been a media circus for the last 2 weeks. Name reporters were waiting for any excuse they could to go for a throat, and they found it. Then the deputy chief starts calling me, then the chief... Hell, got a call from the mayor last night. All of them want this case solved and out of mind. Huh. If he was here to see it, Tanaka would be furious at all the bureaucracy. Can't even count the number of times he yelled at me after similar speeches I made to him. He was a good man. Yes, sir, he was. Let's cut to the chase. With every paper and news station covering your case, the mayor is doing a formal inquiry on your conduct. Now, before you say anything, I'm not saying I would have done better in your shoes. The whole thing was rotten, if you ask me. Fortunately, there are no do-overs in police work, and even choices that seemed right at the time could turn around to bite us later on. It's not only you. I made a mistake that night sending you in alone. I'll pay for that too. Keep an eye on your spin. Yeah, okay. It's not just about the inquiry, though. I'm concerned about you. And the choices you make, professional or otherwise, have far-reaching effects in the future. People who will work with you and trust you, the options you have available to you are all hinged on your ability to keep a professional face. One more thing, given the circumstance, we think it best to transfer you out of the violent crime department for the time being. Transfer, but sir, I don't understand. Fuck, I understand. That's probably the easy way to deal with it. But that makes sense though, like, especially where the whole mental psychosis thing. And it's like, yeah, maybe the violent crimes are getting to you. Time to put you on something not so violent. Anyways, back to reading this. I've already done twice the amount of work as some of the veterans, and I've only been in the unit for a few years. Surely my record should speak for itself. I mean, let's at least talk about this first. This is a negotiation. Take one has a chance to get a fresh start. For the next month, you'll continue to be on leave, fully paid, of course. Of course, I'll need to take your badge until you return. Then again, you can turn it downstairs. When you come back, you'll be helping out with some of the vice and insurance fraud cases. As another detective, we'll be moving into your place. We'll need to clear out your office. Fast as the move come in today and give you hands. Gonna make myself clear. Yes, sir, but there's more to this. Crystal, you old hack. Yeah, I mean... The thing about this, though, is that it's... As harsh as I was earlier saying that, oh, they're going to fire or whatever, this was more likely actually the case of what would happen. Like, it's assumed like something like this would actually happen in real life. They probably would just shuffle her off into a different department. And then that would be the end of it. They wouldn't want to talk about it anymore, and that would be the end of it. And she would just stay there and rot there until whatever happened. So her depression got to her, I guess. I don't know. But that is, like... This seems like a very realistic thing of what would happen. But it's also very, you know, looking at it from the outside view. Because I've never worked in law enforcement. I don't fucking know. But... from, like, you know, you watch enough fucking TVs or cop shows or whatever, police dramas, whatever. It's like, yeah, that's exactly probably what would happen, right? But then you know what'll happen next, right? She'll take matters into her hands and investigate the case anyways, even if she's not supposed to, and all kinds of shit's gonna happen. I think I just wrote the rest of the game. But there's more to this. Neurosis +5. Sorry, I know what you think. I screwed this up, but there's more going on. I need a bit more time to make a case is all. That's enough. Until the internal hearing about your case is complete, there'll be no further discussion of this. Please go to your office and pick up any personal items to be shipped home. The rest stays with us, and I tell you, take care of yourself. Well, that was kind of bullshit. Option 1. I guess I gotta go to option. So, floor 4 was... Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I guess we could see... Is there people to talk to here? No. Okay. Let me guess, there is now! One of these is going to be that one guy that she said that she didn't like, that deserved a slap in the back of the head. You watch. What was his name? Tyra? Yeah, he's probably going to be an asshole or something. No? No? One of them's not, actually? Ah! Knew it! Called it! Detective Tyra! Hey, Aito, hold up. I heard you were back in the station. Real shame about Tanaka. He was one great detective. You're right, he was the best. Almost hard to believe he'd let himself get caught the way he did. I mean, it's weird, right? He goes missing and can't manage to contact anyone even once? I thought he would try to get in touch with you at least since you were his partner and all. Anyway, you shouldn't blame yourself. Aito, it was dumb to send you down there alone with no backup. Let's face it, there's no way you could have handled that on your own. Yeah. Nah. That's a bit of, yeah, you couldn't have handled that on your own. There's no way. It's like, what? It's like, oh. Really? Mm-hmm. Implying something? Yeah. Trying to imply something about me, Tyra? Who, me? Nah, but what do you expect when they send a little detective in all by herself? All I'm saying is you could have used the help. I mean, yes and no. Sometimes I close my eyes and count to 10, hoping that when I open them, Tyra will disappear. Unfortunately, the tactics didn't work yet. I once partnered with Detective Nita and was surprised by how competent he was. If he didn't attach himself to the hip to Tyra, he could probably make a good detective. Look. They told me that as the only female detective, it would be best to give me extra space. Or Shannon is sticking me at the end of the hall. An alarm for fires, earthquakes, and other emergencies. Why is that something that's on the thing? Curious. Enter office. What a morning. I'm exhausted. First the boss dumped me out of violent crime and then send movers ahead of me, so everyone in the station knows about my demotion before me. What a mess, as if I wasn't going through enough already. At least with my public shaming, I doubt anyone will have the courage to bother me in here. Give me a chance to regroup and plan my next move. Yay, that was a mask flashing on the screen. Pack boxes. Alright, let's start over. Kaz gave me this little silver hairpin for my birthday last year. Seems so long ago. This badness just flashing up on the screen every once in a while. This badness. A new email is in my inbox from Yukimura. It looks like it's gone out to all the detectives. Let's see. Detective Ito has been under pressure. Child has a tragic loss of Tanaka's affected us off. I think I see where this is leading. There it is. Ito will be totally reassigned. So he did make it public. How humiliating. Real nice of him to wait until I was out of his office before he hit send. After all this time, why doesn't he believe me? That looked like rain to me. I've been on this for years now, quietly working my way into the boys' club to be respected as a detective. Look at it now, all that hard work shoved in some boxes to be handed off to whoever Brown knows their way into promotion, no doubt. Can't help but feel like my hard work wasn't worth anything all these years. It can so be easily packed away and forgotten. Losing shit. Yakimura doesn't believe me. Yukimura. I keep saying Yakimura. Doesn't mean I'm on the laughing stock of the station, and now I'm being moved out of the office to top it off. Doesn't get much worse than this, but it's Yukimura that stings the most. I thought I could trust him, but instead he tells me to turn in my gun like I'm some sort of criminal. Sitting around here isn't going to change anything. If they won't investigate, I will. First things first, I need to get my hands back on that mask. Rena mentioned it over and over, and it's the only clue I have to go on. Yeah, and that's gonna be down in evidence, I guess. Yep. Forensic gave the mask a once-over and stuffed it down in the basement. I should go down there and scope it out. Why is... The music just got dramatic. This isn't gonna end well. This isn't gonna end well. I don't think things are gonna end well. Who's this guy? Officer Bando, the recent instrument trainer, seems that Saki on the front desk is quite smitten with the guy. Yeah. Ah, you must be the new transfer from Masako. I'm Detective Ito. That's right, transferred me in last week. How you doing, Detective? Please call me Bando. Y'all have got a big station here, embarrassed to say, but never could find my way around the Tokyo branch all that well. I guess I get myself lost half the time, to tell you the truth. So you must be the one that's all over the news. Don't worry, never could trust the press. None of them know a damn thing about police work, if you're asking me, and it sounded like you caught a rough one. Sorry about your partner. Thanks. Rough is an understatement. Oh yeah, I was supposed to give him the letter. Ishmael at the front desk wanted me to give you this. Saki did? Well, hand it over and let's have a look. Oh well, reckon she... Oh well, didn't reckon she'd send me something like this. That's just because you just don't know her like we do, Officer Bando. Yeah, well, do me a favor, would you? I know not exactly professional, but tell her to meet me on the roof in 20 minutes. I do it myself, but I'm too busy. Ask you yourself. Maybe I'm busy. I'm supposed to watch my professionalism, and it's been slowly decreasing, and all this is gonna do is make things worse. Yeah, what the fuck? This is like fucking high. This is fucking high school. This is it's just like she said. It's like reminds her of high school all over again. I dug myself into this. I might as well go full fucking bore. All right, let's say. All right. Not a word this any of the other detectives. Got it. You got it. You're all right. I'll crack this workout and then get upstairs when I can. I owe you one. All right. I didn't lose any points in professionalism for that. So that's a thing. I suppose I should go tell her first. She'd be down on the first floor. Yeah, let's go tell her first, and then we'll go to the basement. I think. That seems like the right thing to do. Bando's on the roof. Pass that on that letter you gave me. You did? Way to go, Ayami. What did you say? Was it too much? Wait, you didn't read it, did you? Oh god, you read it. Please forget everything you saw. Slow down, I didn't read it. He asked me to tell you to meet him on the roof as soon as possible. On the roof? That's romantic, right? It's like I'm in a TV drama. Oh, dang it. If at least my post of something happens, let's count you. Yakimura to go nuclear. Decisions. I got it. You're on duty. You're not on duty right now. Watch the front desk with me. I won't be long. 10 minutes tops. Please. Sure. That's my girl. I could count on you not to stand in the way of true love. I'll be right back. With Saki-gun, I could disable the recording system and move around the station without being seen, but not without getting her into trouble with Yukimura. Professionalism minus 10, investigation plus 5. Achievement unlocked, matchmaker. Leave cameras on or switch cameras off. Thinking ahead. She owes me one for doing this anyways. Thinking ahead, I need to get the mask from the room downstairs. And I don't imagine they're just gonna give it to me willy-nilly. So I should probably shut the cameras off so I can get the fucking mask out. Without, because otherwise they'll know that I have the mask. They just need to look on the cameras and go like, hey, we're missing a piece of evidence. What's going on? Right? Assuming? Mind you, there's also the possibility of, well, they threw the mask down there, they're not gonna never fucking bring it up again, and nobody will even look for it. Just to be safe, I'll shut the cameras off. I know this will hurt you, Saki, but I need that mask and I can't have anyone seeing me. Achievement unlocked. See no evil. Investigation. Enter elevator. Yeah, this wasn't. Shouldn't have done that. I probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that. You know, they said there's 11 different endings in this game, so yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna probably get the worst ending at the beginning. Probably need like a walkthrough or something to get. Earthquake. Ask to enter. Earthquake. Didn't think you'd stick around down here after that big earthquake this morning, Maury. Don't remember. I'm trying to keep my mind off it. How are you holding up, Detective? Taking it one day at a time, I guess. Honestly, I'm surprised you find he's still working evidence. Tanaka put in recommendations for your promotion. Yeah, I think the people upstairs have got other things on their minds right now from the sounds of things. Besides, I think they just stuck me down here because I was asking too many questions on my last case. May have pissed off a few of the wrong people. It makes me squirm thinking, what would it be like being in an earthquake in this basement? I wish you hadn't reminded me. Oh, and I'm really sorry about Tanaka. I respected him a lot. He'll truly be missed. Thanks, I miss him too. Look. The get to evidence is locked. Mori has the key, but in desperate times, I've seen Tanaka pick the lock to get in. I've got nothing to pick it with, though. What the fuck do I pick the lock with? But then again, he's right there watching me. How do I... What am I supposed to do? Go back up to the top floor again? Go back to the first floor? Nothing here. The monitors are on now. I think that's a blooper. Yeah, this points for neurosis for going back there and then coming back and not doing anything. Let's go back up to the 7th floor. First floor? 4th floor? Fuck me. Okay. Oh! Silver hairpin! That might work. Activate the alarm. Yeah, that might work as well. Pick up. Silver hairpin. Alright. Activate alarm. Evacuation of the building will start almost immediately after I pull the lever. Unfortunately, it'll be a short window before they realize what's happening, so I'll need to get the evidence room quickly. Right here goes nothing. Enter elevator. Press the button. This is fucking madness. They're gonna know it was me, because who else the fuck would steal the mask, right? Pick the lock. Investigation +5. As I held the mask in my hands again, I immediately questioned why I'd gone through such great lengths to get it back. A small piece of evidence wasn't worth the risk. It wasn't the answer to my problems. As strange as it sounded, I'd hoped the mask would react the same way it did when I touched it in Kamakura. At least, that would have justified what I'd done and proved the sensation I'd felt the day when... I'd felt that day wasn't in my head. The mask I held in the ambulance was nothing more than rough old wood, no voices or visions. Only an eerie quiet left in the wake of anticipation. course, I held on to it. The case was only getting started, and Raina's obsession with it couldn't be an accident. It still had a part to play. Yeah, that's what I figure. The mask in my hands, I quickly got out of the station, jumped on the first train back to Shinjuku. Back to the alley where the whole mess had started. Something told me there was more to find in the sewer. The mask itself could wait until later. As the train made its way there, images and thoughts from that night engulfed me. I started to feel queasy. When my stop approached, the pit in my gut changed from fear to something else. Marina's had enough of other people telling me what to feel or how to act. I didn't know what to expect, but I knew that the only one who could give me any sense of closure was myself. What's with the eerie backdrop now? Well, guys, this actually seems like a good spot to end this episode. I hope you all enjoyed us stealing a piece of evidence. I mean, very possibly I could have tried to do that without getting the mask, or, you know, try a different set of options or something. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out later on, because like they said, every decision that we make affects the future and how things go. So, we will see what happens in the next one, as we're going to reinvestigate this alley and probably the sewer. Back to the beginning. Pretty much. Alright, Elsie signing off for now. Hope to see you all in the next one.